Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is Nathan Edwards, your host of Ego, Energy Getting Organized. Today I have a very special person to me. Um, I'll just do a little rundown on who she is. She's my big sister. She's a very influential person on me, super smart. I'm kind of the black sheep of the family, so she tells me what she thinks, and then I go against it pretty much.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
We're on a trip right now, and I figured this is a good time to kind of get her opinion on stuff. But tell the world, who are you? Who is Janelle?
Who's Janelle?
Mm-hmm.
Janelle is a book reader. Janelle
Mm-hmm.
is a music lover, Christian, so Jesus lover. Janelle. Let's see. Janelle is. I also consider myself a black sheep.
Oh, do you? How so?
Well, not of the family. I
Mm-hmm.
just think,
Of society.
you just do unorthodox things.
Yeah.
You try different things,
Yeah.
solo traveler.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's fair to
And
say.
you try doing things that scare you.
Anyways, I appreciate her
Thanks.
mindset on stuff. So it's always a good time getting together, the gathering of big minds. Let me keep that on. And we were talking yesterday on this trip, and I was kind of like, I purposely seek out uncomfortable things because I know it will make you grow. And she was kind of like, well, don't go out of your way to completely feel uncomfortable because
No.
that's, yeah, right? And then she brought up a good point of it should be on your purpose. You should have a goal of something, and then when the obstacles come that make you uncomfortable, that's what kind of pushes you further.
Yeah, that's the discomfort.
Yeah,
You push through necessary discomfort.
necessary discomfort. I guess it to me it was like the more you go through things that you're scared of, like instantly, if I'm scared of doing something,
Mm-hmm.
if I try it, I'll level up instantly because I feel like I'm wasting time sometimes. And the goals, I always have the goals in the back of my mind, but anything when I'm going to the grocery store or doing this or that, if it's uncomfortable, I kind of put myself out there. Uh,
I don't think that's necessary. I mean,
yeah,
okay, so for example, if the goal is to be kind,
yes,
right? The discomfort is like I got to talk to people
yeah,
to
yeah,
be kind to them,
yeah.
right? But the discomfort of talking to people should not be
Mm.
the goal.
No.
The goal should be being kind, right?
Okay.
So if you're going after the goal
Yeah.
of being kind, whatever you do in the meanwhile is just gonna push through.
It's
For
like
example, I don't believe in nice. I don't like nice people.
because they're
It's
it's fake.
self-serving.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fake.
it's
It's
fake.
that there's something
Yeah,
behind it where they're
yeah,
like nice guys finish last.
yeah,
But there's a reason. You're
yeah,
only being nice
yeah,
because you want something from that person,
yeah,
right? But if you're just a genuine all-around kind person, even
yeah,
if you're a grump,
yeah.
people will eventually see and be like, "Oh, no. Like they seem grumpy, but no
Yeah.
matter what, they're super kind. They'll help you out.
Would
They're
you
pretty cool."
say it's if they're honest about it, is it a good thing? Like I'm only being nice to get something. Like if I go to somebody and they're like, "Oh, you're such a good person," and I literally will tell them like, "I'm only being nice, so you give me something in return," or
No,
like I don't
I
know.
check your motive,
Yeah,
check your ego,
yeah.
check your
You,
energy getting organized.
well,
Because
oh
then,
no, no, for sure.
no, but I mean,
Yeah,
think about that, right?
yeah.
You're using your energy
Mm-hmm.
to do something
Yeah.
only in reciprocity,
For the
right?
win-win. I won't leave you in the dark. It's not like you're not gonna get
But then
something
it's
out
a
of it.
business transaction.
Yeah, which I feel like most things in life are to a degree, even marriage, after love and all that, it's like it's a business deal. If it's not working for the one partner,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I mean, you want things to be reciprocal, but
Yes.
that shouldn't be your main motive,
No.
right? Of discomfort, right? For
Mm-hmm.
example, like I love when I'm in a Starbucks coffee line
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's like, "Oh, the person in front of you just pay for your coffee," right?
Right.
Where they just pass it, you pay it forward,
So yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
the first person that started that pay it forward never got anything.
But what I do when I do that stuff, it's like giving in a charity. I'm doing it, but I'm also giving to the charity because it makes me feel good. So of course it benefits the
Oh, so
person.
you're saying like it's a win-win
It's a
anyways.
win-win
You're getting
anyway.
your win out of
Yeah,
it.
because I was
Alright.
watching. There's this movie, The Big Short, my favorite movie
I
ever.
love the Big Short.
But the person, what's his name? Ryan Gosling's role is pretty unique. He found something out and he went to the guys.
Oh, he's totally honest.
Totally honest.
Totally honest
and
about it.
He said, you guys are gonna make more money than me. Whatever. I don't care. I'm getting money out of this.
And they're like, what do you get out of this?
Yeah.
He's like, the money.
Yeah.
I'm getting the money. But that's different though, right?
Because people think if they're guessing your motive, that's when the turbulence comes from. They're like, what do you want? You know what I mean? So you kind of removed that thought out of their mind, and it's like, no, let me tell you what I'm getting out of this. Not like malicious or whatever, but then you don't have to guess.
Oh, you're laying all your cards on the table.
To a degree.
Well, I mean, I think it can work in both ways, right? So in like personal relationship, like romantic, you can lay every card out on the table you like, but if that motive sucks, then it's like not. If you're like, oh, I'm only helping you to move because I want to get in your pants. The moment you put that out there, you're like, buddy,
that shouldn't be.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the motive.
So then that's when it gets.
The discomfort should not be the goal.
Yeah. So your energy getting organized. So right now, it's like in a guy's world, if they're only talking to a girl to get in their pants or whatever, the moment they even accomplish that goal, you still feel empty because the aim's off. You're just trying to manipulate people. It's not like it goes deeper than get in their pants, right?
Like literally everything that you did was to satisfy yourself.
Yourself, right?
It was, and I'm not saying like, how do I say this?
I kind of knock people's goals. I'm kind of like, oh, you want $1 million or $10 million so you can quit work or whatever. But once you do that, what was your end goal? For me, I kind of like, I want world peace or whatever. I want everybody to feel, because I love myself and I'm trying to share.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a milestone goal, right? If somebody's
like, for sure.
Oh, I need to save up $1 million for retirement. And then you ask them, well, what are you going to do in retirement? They're like, I don't know yet.
Fair.
It's fair. It's true. It's cool and everything. But like, I think
should
that
you be beyond thinking that like once you do retire?
Think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
Actually, when our aunt was retiring and our mom was retiring, I kept asking them, "What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a business?
What do you want to do?
Do you want to crochet? Do you want to like join a crochet club?
Yeah.
Do you want to?"
Those are okay.
Like these people are never home. They did not plan anything, and they're never home. They're always busy. They've got a garden. They've got all this stuff. And so, time will fill itself.
Yeah.
And I
just don't want to be filled on stuff that doesn't fill you.
No, but I'm realizing it does fill that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They find their own joy and fulfillment. I think one thing as like children watching our parents retire, things like that, it's important that we have some grace and we do prepare them in certain ways, but not push them.
No.
So like when I say prepare them, I realize like their main source of conversation, topic, news, pop culture, the way that they connect with the younger generation, all of that was through work, right?
Oh yeah.
So think about it. These people have worked for like 40, 50 years. Like, even if you're saying, oh, they're 65, how could they be working that long? Back then, people started working when they're like 12.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So that's their main source of conversation and socialization. They find their friends at work. They do everything there. So as children, we have to be, first of all, we have to have a lot of grace because they're going to start repeating stories, repeating information. You're going to be like, I heard that yesterday. But like, you do have to allow them to talk it through, and then you have to bring the new information into them, and then you have to start encouraging them to find avenues to recreate that socialization.
Well, there I was gonna bring it back to the topic of discomfort, in the sense of, if sometimes, if even if you don't have a goal, shouldn't you be putting yourself into those situations where you're like, I didn't like this moment. I tried it. You're kind of purposely seeking it out, but now I want to know more about it. You kind of learn more about yourself by kind of putting yourselves in things you wouldn't normally do, or topics you wouldn't think of, or people you wouldn't talk to. Like, she told me yesterday, like, I'm like, I want to talk to people because I get a rise out of it. And then she's like, but you got to be careful. Some people don't want to talk to you, like, out in public. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's fair, but the way we could grow instantly, even if you don't want to talk to me, we could get something out of it. Because if everybody's just going to work, head down, don't want to talk to anybody, or try something new, find being uncomfortable, we're just in the system. We're in like this.
No, but you can like talk to people.
Yeah, see, right? How they reciprocate.
Not even that, but like, just find, like, through the goals, other goals, you will find yourself talking to people.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And as you talk to people, you open yourself up. So I'll say this. Mm-hmm. I think I'm a little bit socially awkward sometimes, right? Okay. Like, so I force myself to talk to people, though.
That's the uncomfortable.
When I'm at networking events. Yeah. Even when oh my gosh, I just started a new job. Yeah. And it was the most uncomfortable thing, going into a hoteling office. Mm-hmm. So this office, it's hybrid work style. Yeah. Not required that you're there more than 2 days a week. Right? Beautiful. So your desk could potentially change every single day. Yeah. Sometimes you go, people are in meetings at their desk, and you don't know who the heck this person is. You don't know if they're from here or not. But I am kind, right? I feel very bad when I'm not kind to somebody. So like, I say good morning, how are you? And I say good morning to everybody. It's manners.
Is that like how you want to be treated?
I want to be treated that way, but also it's like, it is respectful, right? It's the way that we were raised. You walk into a room, you don't just walk in and just do what you're gonna do. Well, that's where I'm like,
I'm kind, because that energy, it's a cleansing, or
it's just part of who I am. Yeah.
It's like Jesus wants us to be kind.
So like, I'm in the kitchen. Yeah. Like, first couple of days, my boss isn't there to introduce me to anybody. Mm-hmm. So you say hello. Mm-hmm. You don't know if they're from your business unit, if they're from, like, if they're your boss. I think one time I was in the kitchen at a different job. Yeah. Same thing, hybrid office. I walked into the kitchen, and I was like, hi, good morning. Yeah. And this random guy, never met him before. Yeah. And he turned out to be the CFO. Right? I mean, it's just being kind. You're not expecting anything out of it. Yeah. He gave me like a really great review too. And nice. I just, like, a lot of support through a lot of the stuff that I needed to do at work, but I didn't go into it with the motive of like, hey, let me find out who this dude is and only be kind to those people. No. You just be kind to everybody. Yeah. Like, I've gotten some of the greatest, like, intros. I sat on an airplane one time. Yeah. Right? This person, I'm not one of those people that forcefully talks your ear off. Okay. Ooh, sorry. No, you're good. I don't forcefully talk people's ear off on the plane. Yeah. I get on.
You read
if there's a read. Yeah, I'm a reader. Yeah. Headphones in. Nothing's playing. I'm reading my book. But before I start that, the person beside me, hi, how are you? Yeah. You know, and then just, do you need water? Like, you know, when the person's coming by, when the airline staff is coming by, I'm like, oh, did you need the water? Do you need to get out? Like, I don't make a fuss about anything, right? Yeah. This guy ended up being somebody that was working for Bombardier. Yeah. They did like environmental studies on like spaces that they used. Yeah. It was interesting. Like, but he felt the talk. Yeah. It was an interesting conversation. He ended up buying me lunch on the plane. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna charge this as a work dinner.
So like, I feel like you have, so going through life, you have goals, and in that goals, you'll put yourself in, keep yourself open to situations. But when when I mean uncomfortable, like sometimes you're being kind, but you have to have boundaries, right? Sometimes if somebody's talking your ear off and you're really like, I feel like we're pushovers in life. Like if you're not feeling the conversation, some people will, they won't say, "Can you leave me alone for a bit?" They'll kind of let it ride out, and that's draining your energy.
I mean, you do. I've started to work on that.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Somebody was on a cruise with me.
Yeah.
And I have some shutdown time. Like I need to read a book.
I need
no matter what, I need to read a book.
Yeah.
And she was talking and talking. She was really excited, and I could sense the excitement.
Yeah.
And I let her talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna like shut down.
Yeah,
now,
I need
right?
to like.
I'm just gonna chill out, and then she kept talking.
That's
and she kept going, and I was like, oh, sorry, let me explain. I actually need to shut down so that I'm energized for tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah.
And we can talk about all of this over breakfast.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
And because for her,
That's
it energizes her to like just talk.
Exactly.
But not everybody's receptive to that.
It
doesn't always turn out as well.
Realize this: energy getting organized is knowing what takes your energy away, what gives you energy. Some people will come into your life and just talk to you because that's what energizes them. Don't feel, and it's not being rude or anything. It's knowing who you are and what you want, and that's the whole goal of everything. And if you can vocalize that, that's when I say the more uncomfortable things you go through, you just develop this habit, this skill of like reading yourself. And if you can give other people that grace, because the whole goal in life, I feel, if everybody actually was aware of how they were feeling or was able to communicate what they want from something, not like, don't show all your cards or whatever, different goals, have boundaries, don't be scared to speak up for yourself. And then like you're going through stuff, I'm learning to like, I don't know, be more, I have to be in certain areas, like play the role I gotta be, because we have all the skills, all the traits, but sometimes you'll doubt yourself, and that's not necessary in the moment. Have the goal, I'm gonna go out today and conquer the day, do that, and then when you're back home, de-stress. And
say more about playing the role that you have to be. What do you
mean
by that?
Okay, so we're on this trip, right? Let me start. And I have another interview with my other sister, and we were talking about it was your alter ego or putting on the costume depending on the environment.
Right.
What happened was they asked us to go on stage, and I'm Nathan Edwards. I'm a confident person, but behind closed doors, I ain't gonna tell you all of that. But I'm a different person, and when I was with my sisters, I was that nice little brother role and everything. So when I went on stage, I kind of kept that. And you can't, like, if you're a superstar and you go on stage and it's not who like the people want or the show or the excitement or entertainment, you kind of have to, they call it the alter ego. I'll talk more about it on another thing.
Actually, FYI, there is a book called The Alter Ego.
Right?
Love that book. Yeah. Recommend it to everybody. Yeah. It's great.
Right? Because you kind of have to, it's not like you're not a confident person, but sometimes when you're focused on different things, it will distract you from filling the environment, the role that everybody needs at the time. So when I stepped on the stage, what I should have done is turn on my superstar self, put on a show. I'm on stage. Exactly. Put on the show. Don't be the timid producer that I can be and just like introvert. I have to switch it. So anyways, it was a competition, and the person who won, although he had the gift of the alcohol, like he was in his vibe though, and he put on a show. So when the crowd came to do the applause and cheer, like I was just doing it proper. I'm like, let me be me. Let me be the cool, like, yeah, it wasn't enough. It got me a little praise, but it wasn't enough to win the show. So depending on the environment, if you're in your dad role, put on your dad pants. Your kids don't want to see you cry. Play the role.
Well, don't say that.
No, depending on the situation. Like, no, we're at the park. I don't want you crying, dad, at the park. Yo, Tommy's dad's here. He's not crying. Like, you got to play the role depending. So if you're the boss in the meeting, you got to make sure your team knows you're confident in everything. You can't say
that's fair.
Yeah, you like play the role depending, and that's again, it goes to what are your goals, what are you focused on in the moment, because you're not the same person everywhere. We're complicated
you're not always the star. You're not always the star. And it's funny, I'll say this, right? And people talk about masking a lot.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
it has a negative.
Now, I do want to say, like, I'm going to be sensitive that for certain individuals, especially on the neurodivergent spectrum, masking is very tiring for them because they're actually not coming up with the whole self. As a Black woman, right? Especially a Black woman that is like most of the time in white spaces. Yeah. When you talk about bringing your whole self to work, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. It's not. Right? Yeah. There's certain things that are just not. First of all, it's not even necessary. It opens the door for a lot of misinterpretation, right? Yeah. And a lot of it's unfortunate, but the saying is true that now I'm probably gonna get it wrong. Now that I want to say it. Familiarity breeds
contentment or
contempt.
Contempt. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And so sometimes when you're way too familiar with people at work, they take on the wildest roles. Especially if you're a boss, especially if you're a Black female. Yeah. I will be chill with you all day. Let you. But the moment when I'm like, okay, great. However, we need a due date for this project. Like, can we get that? You may want to exactly. Yeah. You may want to joke around and stuff. I'm gonna bring you right back.
This is
we're cool, but I need this date. When are you gonna do the work? Yeah. What is? And it's not about micromanaging. It's about the fact that quite often, especially as women, women in business roles, and managerial roles, whether you are working at a McDonald's, a dollar store, or a Fortune 500 company, no matter where you are, you have to remember that there is a level of respect that people need to maintain,
and they can forget it
and so it's very true that you cannot always bring your whole self.
It's not
I will bring my flavor. I will bring the way that I do things.
To get it done.
But I'm not gonna be like speaking in tongues in the courtroom. Like that doesn't make sense.
It's like
it's not there.
Know your environment. Exactly. Do what you gotta do. But that's why I like her perspective. It is very unique in the sense of what she's accomplished is very phenomenal. I could go on and on with the accolades or whatever. But it's really cool how you have to navigate, and this goes for everybody. You could be an employee at Tim Hortons, and you still have to navigate your ways.
You have to navigate.
And it's understanding, again, know thyself, guys. Read the books, do the work, because the more you sit back and you're just judging how other people live life or watching movies all the time and just not spending time with yourself, you won't know how to act. You don't know why this pissed you off. When somebody made you angry, why did that upset you? Look inwards. Don't look at the person that triggered you. You really have to find what it is. So the next time you're in that situation, you can balance it out. And it gets me excited because that's the journey of life. The more you realize it, you can help other people, your kids, your family, and the way you act will allow them to be vulnerable or open up to you in different ways. And if you want to get to know me out of the workplace, let's do something. Keep work. But if you're like, yo, I like how you handled that meeting, are you able to grab coffee after and teach me? Or you can build relationships and open different avenues of somebody's life if you're interested enough.
I've had so many mentors. There's so many people that have done so many great things. Just like by telling me how to navigate a situation but it really is like what is your end goal?
What's your goal? That's what I mean.
I didn't start off in product management.
How did you end up there? What is it? You don't have to get deep.
I mean, long story short, I went back to school, and then coming out of it, I was like, I don't want to do this job. I want my degree. I got the degree, and then my cousin hooked me up with his buddy to have like an info interview. Right. I basically went into that like, look, I just don't know what to do.
This is who I am, though.
This is who I am
and what I'm capable of.
He brought me into a startup that he was moving to, and within there, I did the best that I could. But okay, here going back to the discomfort. There were so many times where my bosses were like, look, just go to this networking event and try to introduce yourself to some people. They'll tell you how to work this thing.
Nice. Yeah.
And that's what you do. You go and you talk to people.
With that, the goal's there though. Like you have, again, like how you were saying, when you have the goal of this is what I got to do, when the situation arises, you do it anyways, guys. Like and the moment you have that inner conversation with yourself, like, do I want to do this? Or I know I really don't want to do it, but you choose to do it. The callus, you develop the thick.
Yeah, not everybody's going to say yes.
Yeah, and that's okay. Rejection's a part of it.
You find that you'll find that more people, especially in, I will say in the startup world, I've seen more people say yes than no.
It's funny because me especially, even when I was going through the process of like talking to random people or anything, and in my head, the biggest enemy you have will be the critic inside your head saying you're not good enough, or that's stupid, nobody's gonna care about what you say. And then you tell yourself to shut up, you go do it, and you're like, whoa, you blow your inner thought away by saying like what life shows you and what goes on in your head completely different. And then it's like,
would you say then that the biggest discomfort that you have to overcome is the discomfort with yourself?
Yes. And that's where I'm like, because and it's funny though, because you kind of make negative comments about yourself or be mean to yourself, and that doesn't help. It's not that. It's just a thought to protect yourself. I'm learning more. It's like a survival thing.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I'm in this good place. I'm comfortable. I'm staying right here. But if you want to elevate and experience more of what life's to offer, because you don't know.
So here's what I'll say, and this will be my final thought.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with loving your life and being okay with,
where it's at.
I feel like people, they glamorize this amazing Instagram worthy life, and actually the best life is having people that care about you, having a good circle. It does, whether that circle is 2 people or 20, right?
Yeah.
It's having a good circle that you can depend on, a support system, peace of mind, and I will always say, like, having Jesus in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
And that life can be very boring. It's not Instagram worthy. I mean, we're in Jamaica, but I know so many people who had a great life and have never left the province of Ontario, right? And they love their life. They love having their newspaper and their coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
They've got their 3 people that they see every day, and they say good morning, and they wave to them, and they're very kind. And you can be kind and generous to a lot of people and still have a very small world, right? You don't have to have this huge glamorous life. I would say though that the discomfort is not in working to make your life big and real worthy.
Yeah.
But it's to make your life real. And to be, worthy of yourself.
Right.
Right? And so if you're worthy of yourself, you're worthy of every smile you have, every tear you've got, every moment of grief. We've had a lot of funerals that we've gone to this year, and I've said that funerals are the price that you pay for having a really for being able to meet a lot of great people. Right. So if you go to a lot of funerals, you're blessed because you've had a lot of time with a lot of different people that have poured something into you. So you got to pay that price. Show up for those people.
Well, that's where, can I continue on that?
Yes.
In the sense of, I only love my life so much because I'm healthy. I have finances where I can do things, and then I have the roof over my head type thing.
Yeah.
When you keep the wants really small, like I have everything I want and need, everything else is a bonus. So when somebody in my life like died and they kind of like, yo, I know you can do more with your life, or like it's just like a honoring thing where it's like, yo, you're not here anymore, let me do more beautiful things. Because it's only like if you go out in the world and you're like, you have this thought, it's all those little subconscious thoughts where you're like, yo, I should give this a try. You can have your routine thing, but sometimes you're reading the newspaper and then there's like a little clipping that says, yo, try snorkeling, whatever the hell it is. And when you you're like,
I mean, sure.
Yeah, it's like inklings of like
if
interest.
you want to.
If you want to.
I say if you want to,
Yeah.
because there's nothing wrong with making your world broader. The biggest thing is having a level of respect.
Yeah.
I am never jumping out of a plane. I'm never gonna do it. No. But do I have massive respect for people who want to do that? Yeah. Sure. I always say if you want to jump out of the plane and you invite me, I will be the person on the ground taking the pictures while you're coming down. Like that's fine. It is all about what you want to do with your life. For sure. Right? And you just have that level of kindness.
Keep chasing things. Just keep experiencing.
There's nothing wrong with with wanting a big or small life. The problem is when you measure other people by the level that you're measuring yourself.
Yeah. Don't compare different people, different like. And everybody's I do that. Different. It's like even in a relationship, it's like I want to do this or this is my mindset, and then I show like you guys were calling me out. You have this standard for everybody. And that's not fair because they don't see the way I view things. So you have to meet people with where they're at and keep everything else for yourself. Like, but be kind, be patient with others, and just go on your day. Don't hurt anybody, and whatever.
This could be a long conversation.
Yep. So love her. Thank you for listening. Growing through discomfort. Have your goals, guys. Nathan Edwards. Who are you?
Janielle Loken.
Energy getting organized. We're out for this one. Thank you.